Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
David Benavidez beats Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol based on sparring. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And we get an interesting comment from my brother Robert Real. And he states, people are saying that Dimitri Bivol is a bum. And now there's a rumor saying that David Benavidez beat Bivol in sparring. And they're saying Benavidez would knock out Canelo Alvarez based on that sparring session with Dimitri Bivol. So let's body bag this dumbass narrative. First off, you see David Benavidez has already come out and stated that he felt like he dominated most of the sparring sessions with Dimitri Bivol. And that means absolutely nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. It means nothing if you dominated a sparring session with a guy. Do you know why? Because there's no win or loss in sparring. Sparring is practice. Sparring is there to work on your skills. You're not going into sparring looking to win a fight. That's not what sparring is. Sparring is not a fight. It does not affect your record. People don't have training camps for sparring. That doesn't make any damn sense. Too many guys are coming in thinking, I can beat a guy in sparring. That means I beat him in a fight. No, dumbass. Those are two separate things. Sparring is typically a time for you to learn, to grow, to work on things, to fix issues in your game. That's what sparring is. Some guys even come into sparring sessions and they're not even in shape. This lets you know the public as a whole that believes these things are dumbasses, are casuals, are morons, are fanboys, are idiots. I mean, come on, you think a guy's a killer because he did well in a sparring session with headgear? I mean, come on, make it make sense. You can't fix stupid. You're not going into a sparring session focused on winning. You're going into a sparring session focused on getting better, working on weaknesses. That's where you go in and you don't have to look your best because it's sparring, it's practice, it's not a fight. Anybody thinking David Benavidez is a killer based on a sparring session is an absolute dumbass. I mean, think about it like this. You've seen Dillian White coming out stating that he dropped Tyson Fury, had him hurt in multiple sparring sessions, and yet he got knocked out. He got knocked out by Tyson Fury in a real fight. See, you have to understand there's a difference between a fight and a difference between a sparring session. You've seen people coming out criticizing Canelo Alvarez, basically saying he got worked over by Ronald Ellis in sparring. He got worked over by Ronald Ellis in sparring. Why are people criticizing Canelo Alvarez for a sparring session? It's a damn sparring session. It does not matter. It's practice. It's where you go to get better. How do you know Canelo Alvarez wasn't allowing certain things to happen? It's sparring. It's practice. Ronald Ellis will never beat Canelo Alvarez in a real fight. There's literally levels to this in boxing. But too many guys are pumping up guys based off of a sparring session. Sparring is practice. You dumbasses. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.